Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stoic Life Info, and today we're going to talk about a topic that I see constantly online, and that is how to make a girl miss you. If you have spent any time on YouTube, TikTok, Reddit, Instagram, you've probably come across videos or posts titled things like what to text to make her miss you, or what to do after no contact, or how to make her regret losing you. These kinds of videos always get a ton of views and they do well because they speak to aerial emotion. It's heartbreak, confusion, wanting someone back so badly thoughtly, they'll do anything to do it. I get it. Maybe that's why you clicked on this video too. But this is where I come in, and I think we really need to pause and ask ourselves, why is this what we are so focused on? Why are we obsessing over what to say to a woman to make her miss you? Why are we spending so much time thinking about how to get someone to feel a certain way instead of focusing on how we feel or how we're growing or what's actually best for us? And that's sexically what I want to talk about today. Not the gimmicky stuff, not the mind games, but the real truth about what actually makes a woman miss you and why. The psychology of missing someone, explained ironically. The best way to make her miss you is to stop trying so hard. So, the first thing I want to cover here is this obsession with making her miss you. It's not helping. Let's just get the Sony out of the way. The entire idea offering to make someone miss you is based on control. Rooted in a need for external validation. It's hoping that if you say the right thing or act the right way, or ignore her for just long enough, you'll finally trigger some emotion that pulls her back in. But here's the thing. Anyone can trigger a temporary emotion. That's really not that hard. What's hard is building something real, something that is meaningful, something rooted in genuine connection, not manipulation or reverse psychology. So many of these videos and tips are just recycled tactics that prey on desperation and insecurity. Don't text her for 12 days. Post yourself with another woman. Act like you're happy even if you're miserable. That's not emotional machete. That's a fake performance. And if a woman does end up missing ya because of some act or some game that you're playing, it's probably not going to be sustainable anyways, because deep down, we'll eventually see through the mistake most men make when pulling away that. Women know when you're trying to target a reaction out of them, and I had Tetos say it, but more often than not, it's just going to make a good woman roll her eyes. The next thing I want to discuss is what actually makes a girl miss you. So now that we've covered what doesn't work, let's talk about what actually does. Because yes, it is possible for a woman to miss you. But it happens for a much different reason than most people think. A woman misses you when she feels an absence of something valuable. Not just someone who disappeared, not Simeon who ghosted and played a bunch of games, but someone who actually brought something meaningful into her life and is now no longer there. It's not necessarily the silence that makes her miss you. It's the substance that was there before the silence. Did you make her feel seen, safe, inspired? Did you have depth, purpose? Did you challenge her in a good way? Were you consistent, emotionally present, and reliable? If the answer is yes to any of those things, that's the kind of man that a woman is going to miss. Not that guy who suddenly stops texting to create mystery, not the guy who fakes buying over her, but the guy who genuinely lived his life with integrity, showed up fully, and then moved on when it wasn't reciprocated. That's the guy she misses. What actually makes her think about youth? Next thing I want to talk about is casing versus letting go. Here's a truth that a lot of men need to hear. You don't get missed by clinging. You should missed by letting go. When you try to make someone miss you, you're still emotionally tethered to them. You're still sort of orbiting their world, and thoughts obvious both to her and to yourself. But when you truly let go, when you stop checking her story, stop wondering who she's talking to, stop replaying every conversation in your head, that is when your energy will shift. That's when you return to your life, your goals, your growth, your sense of peace. And ironically, that is when a woman starts to feel the difference. Because here's what happens, Shen. A man who used to care deeply stops orbiting. We notice when the emotional door quietly closes, instead of slamming shut with drama, we start to feel it and start to reflect. No, not always. Not every woman will come back. Not every woman should come back. But the ones who do, sometimes it's because your absence finally created the space for clarity and not because you tried to manufacture that reaction out of her. Now whether you choose to let someone back in or not is up to you, and we have veto leave. Room for nuance here. I have own videos on why people come back into the picture. If you need a sort of clearer explanation on this topic, the becoming the man she values and respects the next thing, here is you've got to stop fake performance. Let's talk about social media for a second, because I know a lot of guys fall into the trap offering to signal their worth online. The gym selfies, the vacation shots, the fake fun with girls that you don't even like, the new me sort of posts, might feel powerful in the moment, but again, it's a performance. It's not healing, and she can probably feel the difference. She's not going to miss the version of you that's trying too hard to prove something. She's going to miss the version of you who is genuinely kind, thoughtful, funny, passionate, whatever it was that made you you. So if you're going to post, do it. Because you want toned, it's authentic because it reflects your real life and your real growth. Not because you're hoping that she sees it, not because you're hoping for revenge or to get a rise out of her or to prevent something that probably isn't even true. The next thing I need you to know is that her feelings are not yours, Tominage. This is a mindset shift that E thinks every guy needs to hear. Getting you my own to miss you should never be your goal because it's not something that you can force. It's not your job and it's not your responsibility. It's her experience. If she misses you, it means some mething about her own reflection. It's about her process, her realization. And that can only happen if you're not trying to steer it. Trying to manipulate his own into missing you is like trying to force someone to fall in love with emotional imprint. How to leave a lasting mark you. It doesn't work. It might look like it works temporarily, but it's not relearned. It probably won't last. So instead of asking yourself, how can I make her miss me? I need her to miss me. I need to get her back. Whatever it is that you're telling yourself in your head, instead, I want you to shift and I want you to ask yourself, how can I improve me? Mental, emotional, and physically. Health. How can I become more confident, grounded, and secure in who I am? How can I create a life that feels fulfilling with or without her? How can he start seeing my own value and not relying on her to validate me? I really want you guys to hear this and to understand it. When you live your life with intention and purpose, you naturally become more magnetic. Not just to your ex or to the girl who reject you that you're trying to win back, Budo, everyone. And if someone from your past starts to miss you as a result, a fat cool, but it's a byproduct, not the whole point. So, if you take anything away from this video, let it be this. You do not need to try to make a woman miss you. You need to focus on becoming someone who's genuinely hard to forget. Not because of gains, not because you disappeared, because Yao showed up in her life in a real meaningful way, and then had the final thoughts and key takeaways self-respect to walk away when it wasn't mutual. Let go of the obsession. Let goof the outcome. Put your energy back into you. Because the reality is, when Aman is genuinely at peace with himself and his life, that is when people start to feel the weight of his absence. Not when he's chasing, not when he's performing or plotting some master plan to make her miss him. So, that is all I have for this one, guys. If you liked Eater, found it helpful, be sure to give Ida a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this one. I would also love to hear from you guys down in the comments. Did you resonate with anything that I said in today's video? Did this help you see things a little bit more clearly? Have you fallen victim to the videos in the past of text her this toe make her miss you? Or have you seen those videos online? I would just love you to get a conversation going down in the comments. And I wanted to offer a different perspective that I think called actually be a lot more helpful than again falling into those tactics and mind games and tricks. I just don't think those things are helpful long term. I think they often put you in a really bad mental state that's not going to end up being helpful in the long run. So let me know what you think down in the comments. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next.